Welcome to The Explainer. We hear the term AI literally everywhere right now, don't we? It's writing our code, it's recommending our movies, it's even helping drive our cars. But beneath all that modern magic, there's actually a fundamental ground truth driving these incredibly complex systems. So today, we're dissecting the core foundational building blocks of artificial intelligence to see exactly what makes the machine tick. By the end of this explainer, you're going to see how AI digests reality. And honestly, it's a lot more systematic than you might think.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever wondered what's really happening when Netflix instantly knows you're in the mood for, say, a dark Scandinavian thriller? It's relying on these micro tags, right? Things like your exact watch time and specific search queries. Or what about when ChatGPT generates a completely coherent essay in mere seconds, using hundreds of billions of parameters? How do these algorithms actually function? I mean, they aren't just pulling ideas out of thin air. They rely on a single, continuously updated source of truth, and that is massive datasets.
So what exactly is a dataset at its core? Well, simply put, it's a collection of information organized into rows and columns. I know, it sounds incredibly basic, but without the structured raw material, an AI has absolutely no memory, no context, and absolutely no ability to recognize patterns. A dataset provides the essential architectural framework that an AI system desperately needs to map out its reality and ultimately make those decisions that seem so incredibly smart to us. Think of it this way. Expecting an AI to generate brilliant answers without data is exactly like asking a student to pass a super rigorous final exam without ever opening a textbook or, attending a single lecture. It's just completely impossible. The student absolutely needs the textbook to learn the facts, right? Well, artificial intelligence absolutely needs the dataset to map out its own set of facts before it can compute anything remotely meaningful.
Now, if we look a little closer under the hood, the internal anatomy of these massive data pools is actually pretty fascinating. It is never just some chaotic, messy jumble of unstructured words and numbers. No, it is a highly engineered architecture relying heavily on two primary axes, rows and columns. This organized framework is exactly what transforms raw, chaotic noise into a nice, digestible format that a machine can successfully process.
Now, what's really interesting about this structure is that each horizontal row acts as a distinct, complete profile, kind of like one specific user or entity in the system. And then the vertical columns isolate specific attributes about that profile, things like age, salary, or city. This matrix is exactly how AI digests a complex, multi-dimensional reality into computable facts. By intersecting those specific data points, the algorithm actually begins to build a tangible, mathematical representation of the world.
Now, let's scale this up. Imagine a dataset of 10,000 houses. While a human might be able to spot a generalized trend after looking at, 5 or 10 houses, AI instantly ingests all 10,000 records simultaneously. And frankly, 10,000 is just a warm-up. Modern models process billions of rows. Billions. This gives them a superhuman, highly robust foundation of experience to draw from. The sheer scale of information processing here is just absolutely staggering. But within those billions of records, the AI is meticulously scanning for relationships. If we isolate just two variables from our real estate example, let's say house size and house price, these are the exact pieces of data the AI will analyze. It endlessly searches for the hidden mathematical correlation between the square footage and the final cost. It literally evaluates every single permutation across the entire dataset just to understand exactly how a change in one attribute directly impacts the other. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate payoff. First, the AI studies those historical size and price patterns to learn the absolute rules of the real estate market. Then, because it mapped those historical patterns so precisely, it can look at a brand new house it has literally never seen before and accurately predict its price. It's a real game changer. It effectively turns historical data into highly accurate future foresight. So, data is clearly the undeniable fuel for AI. But this leaves us with a massive question. If a dataset has hundreds of columns, size, paint color, or even, the neighbor's name, how does the AI filter out all that absolute noise to make an accurate prediction? Well, that brings us to features versus target, the absolute secret to how AI learns to focus its attention. And that is exactly what we'll be exploring next time. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer, and keep questioning how the world around you works.